Our next guest was born missing bones in both legs and his right arm only partially developed. Now, before the age of 1, his legs were amputated and he was put in a full body cast for 3 months. After recovery, he was, of course, fitted with prosthetics, and then he began the process of learning how to walk and taking one step at a time. Triple amputee Rajesh Durbal has gone on to climb some of the tallest peaks in Africa, and most recently, he competed in the Cape Town cycle tour. And all I have to say for that is wow, wow, wow. Rajesh, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
So good to have you here. So how was your cycle tour? I hear everyone says the windy conditions made it difficult, even though the distance was slightly shorter, 47 kilometers.
I love it. I love the cycle tour. The cycle tour and riding out here is just pristine conditions. How could you not like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's talk about your journey. I mean, what are some of the challenges that you face as a triple amputee cyclist?
Just getting up and getting out of bed is one of the first challenge, literally for me, just to get my legs and get all my equipment together and get it down to the car. It's a whole set of equipment that I need to bring, including my bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've traveled a long journey to get to where you are. You've had these challenges since you were a child.
Yeah.
What is it that has gotten you over these challenges, gotten you over the pain, and gotten you taking on some of the most incredible challenges that I think that anybody out there can even imagine taking on?
Yeah, I think the first step is really identifying who you are and what your purpose is. You know, a lot of people have this distorted vision and view of who they are and what their purpose is. And I think once you get to the roots, then you could start believing in yourself more.
Yeah.
And as you start believing in yourself more, you start taking on new challenges. You start having more confidence in yourself. You start developing the habits and the rituals you need to complement that in order to do like a cycle tour.
Yeah. And I mean, you've taken the proverbial bull by the horns. I mean, anyone who knows you knows that you put in the hours of training. We're talking, what, 6 days a week,
Yeah, about 6
2.5 hours a day, and then on
Yeah.
top of that, you're biking, you're swimming, you're training, you're doing all of this. How do you manage to stay motivated?
I do a lot of envisioning, a lot of like visioning of where I'm at and what my victories are going to look like in the future. So I always focus on the end result. I don't ever focus on what's happening right here, right now, because we can defeat ourselves really quickly of when we're trying to push past a training plateau. So I always think about the ending part. And I envision myself in the stadiums of people cheering me on. I envision their faces, and it keeps me motivated to not give up. Because if I give up, then all of that stuff that I've done prior would be nothing, you know. So I have to keep on going.
Yeah, and that envisioning must have played a big part when you decided that you're going to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. I mean, this is something that a lot of people out there can't even think of attempting, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about that challenge and how you got over those obstacles, and what was the feeling like when you actually got to the top?
Yeah, the preparation that went into there was about 5 months, and I was doing a lot of cycling in Florida, a lot of hill climbing. Out here is perfect. Helps you build up your legs and your strength. Yeah. And then I did a lot of pool workouts where you breathe every 7-9 strokes so you can have the oxygen deprivation so your lungs can build up.
Yes.
And then I also envisioned climbing the mountain. I also envisioned being at the top at the summit for 6 months straight. So I knew I already got to the summit at least 1,000 times before actually getting there.
Wow.
So to me, it was already reality. And then therefore my body and my mind performed like it was reality. So preparation-wise and mentally preparing is super important. And so the training and all that stuff that went into it was all about, it was all specifically geared towards Kilimanjaro. Yeah.
And when you got to the top, what was that like?
The top was just pristine. I mean, you could see all the way to Kenya, you could see all the way to South Africa. I mean, you could see everything. It was just crystal clear at, 19,000 plus feet. You're on top of the world, literally. The air was super thin. You can only take 2 or 3 steps and then stop to take a couple breaths.
Wow.
And you keep on going, so it's very slowly, but it's just pristine. We were up there for about 20 minutes. Yeah. Before we started making our way back down.
Dude, that's incredible, and something that I hope to do one day. But you're also taking your life's journey and you're using it to motivate other people out there to live kind of their best lives through the Live Free network, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, Live Free is my foundation, it's my company, and we do a host of events all around the world. And these events just really are to create experiences and awareness for people to take charge of their life and to feel like life is worth living, that there's hope and inspiration that they can draw from through these events, and then to cultivate the networks and the people around them to keep them honest and keep them on the journey. So there's a big networking event as well. And we do a lot of humanitarian work out of that to give back to people. And then we also do lots of other events, fitness events, athletic events as well. So. Yeah.
Fantastic stuff, dude. I mean, I think yours is a story that we can all definitely learn from. So thank you for bringing it to our country, and we hope to see you in many more cycle tours and many other events here in the country.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Kat.
Awesome stuff. Well, I hope that you did gain some inspiration and encouragement all out there. Now, if you want to find out more about Rajesh's journey and what he has planned for the future, visit his website, rajeshdurbal.com, and also support his initiative at live-free.net.